Hey cousins, if you're getting ready for bariatric surgery or just figuring out things afterward, I've got you covered. Today, I'm going to be sharing my go-to list of must-haves that has helped me just tremendously on this journey. From vitamins to keep you feeling good, to skin and hair care that actually works, plus some foods and oral health care tips to make your life easier. This is everything I wish I knew sooner. So let's dive in and make your journey a little smoother, one step at a time. Well, let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the most important things, vitamins. Let me tell you something. After bariatric surgery, you're going to need your vitamins. Your vitamins are going to make sure that you are not deficient in your nutrients. And also, the calcium chews, girl, that's going to make sure you keep your teeth and you have your bones and all of that. You want to make sure that you are not vitamin deficient and that you are taking these because, as you all know, if you have bariatric surgery, you have some malabsorption there. So these vitamins and minerals are here for a substitution. Now, for me personally, I could not take the pill vitamins just because it was just so hard to get down. So I substituted for the Berry Melts chewable, the chewable vitamins, and I like them, even though they're a little chalky, but it was just easy. Take two of these things and you're done. Now, for calcium chews, I really like the Bariatric Fusion Calcium Chews. The fruit punch flavor, oh, that's a mouthful, was really good. It reminded me of Starburst. That's what it reminded me of. Now, if you're trying to experiment with the Bariatric Fusion calcium chews, please know that some of their flavors are a miss. Or a miss. It can be a hit or a miss. But for me, I just really like that fruit punch flavor. So these are my go-tos for vitamins. Now, if you would like, you can also substitute like some biotin vitamins or things like that, just in case you're concerned about hair loss. But we're going to get to that in just 1 second. Now, something they don't tell you about bariatric surgery is that some of us experience extreme dry skin. I am somebody. I had very dry skin. My hands, just my body, my face was just, oh my gosh, it was so dry. And I'm guessing my just body was just absorbing any type of nutrients it could wherever it can get it from. So these items, that EOS Shea Butter 24-hour moisture body lotion. Number one, it smells amazing. I mean, it smells so good. And the Jergen Deep Conditioning Shea and Cocoa Butter Blend, another one that smells so good. And when they're layered on top of each other, you just feel like silk. I mean, silk. And it just keeps your skin from getting really dry. Now, for my face, I use this Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula skin therapy oil, and that just made my face like just glow, and it kept it from being dry. It also like really helps with like dark spots and aging skin, all that kind of stuff. It really works wonder. I really wish someone would have told me about this before, because I went through a couple of weeks like my skin just acting crazy and just drying up. I just kept it really simple with my skin, and that is to clean my face and to make sure I use the skin therapy oil and kept it really hydrating and moisturized. All right. This is another thing that they do not tell you, or if they tell you, they gloss over it. And these are two items that really help me. Pro Health Densify Active Repair. So, along with you having weight loss surgery, right? They tell us to take our calcium chews. I have personally seen a lot of bariatric patients. They get the surgery, maybe they slack off on their calcium chews, or they don't eat as much calcium before the surgery. So what they end up with is enamel loss, a lot of enamel loss. I did not want to do that or have experience with that. So I did a lot of research on the Crest Pro Health Densify. So what this does is a toothpaste that repairs and densifies your teeth and your enamel, and also helps prevent decay. So Crest Pro Health was definitely a game changer for me. Now, to go along with that, we're talking about some hair. Everybody knows, if you've had bariatric surgery, there is a risk of hair loss. Not everyone gets it, but I was one who have experienced hair loss, and that is because when you're a newly bariatric patient, you're not able to eat a lot, right? You're able to eat, little bit at a time. So your body is, taking those nutrients and just putting them where they need to go, the most important place. Your body is like, the hair is not important. The hair is not important. And also because I have gastric bypass, I have additional malabsorption. So it is harder for my body to absorb those things. So again, my body was just like, I am not worrying about your hair, girl. We got other things to worry about. So as a result, what I did was increase my protein. That's number one. I supplemented with the biotin chewables as well to increase that, and also washed my hair and conditioned my hair in biotin and collagen and shampoo. I will say around month 9. So my hair started thinning around month 4 or 5. Around month 9 with the biotin vitamins and the biotin shampoo and conditioner, and also upping my protein and eating eating more protein, eat more protein. It really, really helped. It really helped me out a lot. And my hair is really growing back. It's growing back really good. I do like to wear my wigs. I like to wear my wigs just to change it up. But under here, my hair is growing back really healthy. So those items definitely helped out a lot. All right. Have you heard of the bariatric burr? Bariatric burr means after surgery, for some reason, you are always cold. You are always cold. It doesn't matter if you're up to date on your iron, you're sufficient in iron, you are cold. And one of the reasons around that is number one, you do not have as much body mass. And number two, I don't even know the second reason. But for some reason, I was always cold. Before surgery, I had a touch of anemia, so I'm used to being cold. But after surgery, baby, this is a different type of cold. I'm cold. I got a heater right here, right now, right as we speak. So I did purchase myself, well, my husband purchased it, a heater and blankets. So if you can get a heated blanket, that's even better. So a heater and a heated blanket because you are always cold. Even when it's warm outside and it could be just regular average temperature in your house, your body's going to find a reason to be cold. So that helped me out a lot. Okay, now we're getting to my favorite part, hydration. Hydration is so important. When I had bariatric surgery, it was so hard during the initial 2 weeks for me to drink and get my fluids in. The reason why is because I'm a gulper. I gulp down things. So that let me with like a lot of air coming in and all of that. Then on top of that, um, I was one of the people who got the water intolerance or water ick. So if water was room temperature or wasn't ice cold, it would make me nauseated. And then the taste of water was just so gross. It was so gross to me. Now, luckily, I am 20 months out. I can drink water. However, I still love my enhancers. So, top one, the Dole is chef's kiss. But my go-to is always the Skittles. The Skittles pack mixed with Crystal Light or the Dole. All of these you cannot go wrong. The Dole water enhancers, the Skittle water enhancers, the Crystal Light water enhancers. You cannot go wrong with those. So if you have your tumbler and you just want to go, you can just grab your tumbler with your water in it and go. Now, for me, in order for me to get my water in, I did have to use a straw. I did inform my doctor, hey, this was the only way I'm able to get fluids down because you do not want to be dehydrated. The goal of this is hydration, hydration, hydration. Dehydration is real in the bariatric community. I've seen so many people state that they have to go to the hospital for dehydration. So for me, I had a rubber straw that was able to collapse the air and I was able to get my water down. Now, my favorite grab and go drinks. Oh, number one, they are low calorie and low sugar, right? So we're talking about like 10 calories each, 1 to 2 sugars or zero. So number one, that top list is going to be the Body Armor Light Peach Mango. That is my favorite drink. I actually literally had one this morning. This morning, that's like my favorite drink. Number two, it is the Bay. I don't know how you say it. Cooler Watermelon. It is so good. It's so refreshing. And then both of these have electrolytes. So as a bariatric patient, remember, we do not want to get dehydrated. So I make it a mission for myself to make sure I have electrolytes in. These are my favorite. And then we have the hydrating lemon water. I love the dragon fruit mango, but you cannot go wrong with any of these options. These options are here to make your bariatric life easier, especially if you're having problem keeping water or fluids down. My suggestion that's not on here is, again, if it's not uncomfortable to you and you're having a problem getting your water down, think about using a straw. Again, I talked to my doctor and he informed me if it's not causing you any pain or any discomfort, it is okay to use a straw. But if it's causing you pain and discomfort, yeah, baby, let that go. Let it go. Don't do it. Let it go. All right. Protein shakes. These are my top protein shakes. Now, where you'll be able to have these particular protein shakes are at different parts of your journey. Now, protein shakes are essential, especially when you are, just coming out of surgery. You cannot eat as much. You can't, you're trying to get your protein in because protein is very important. You have to make sure that you're hitting your protein goals because, again, you do not want to be deficient. You do not want to be in a hospital, saying, oh my gosh, I wish I would have got my protein in. You do not want your body to start eating on itself. It needs that protein. So as soon as I got, and here's the transition between being these protein shakes. Before surgery, I was a Premier Protein girly. I love my Premier Protein. I did. When I got on a liquid diet, I transitioned to Fairlife. Now, the Fairlife I was taking was the Core Power, the 42 grams of protein, and the 26 grams of protein. After surgery, you have to kind of watch the sugars a little bit. So the Core and the Core Powers are usually from like 7 to 9 sugars. So the Fairlife at the top where it says like just the Fairlife protein with the 30 grams of protein, they have 1 sugar in it. So for the longest, I did those. Taste wise, baby, Fairlife is going to be number 1 every time. Every time. The only time I will ever drink Premier Protein is if I don't have any Fairlife or if it's going into coffee. And honestly, if I don't have any Fairlife, that is a rare occasion. But the top ones, Fairlife is just superior. It tastes like melted ice cream. It tastes like a Wendy's Frosty. It is just good. If you're struggling with protein shakes and you're like, I don't like the taste, I don't like this, baby, cousin, get you your Fairlife. That's going to be the go-to. That's going to be the go-to right there. Now, as you get further out in your surgery and you're able to tolerate a little bit more sugars, and I'm mostly talking to my gastric bypass patients. If you've had gastric bypass or the switch, or you have any sensitivity to sugar, you're going to want to avoid the Core Powers, at least for the first couple of months. As you get further out, then you can have the Core Power, especially if you have any sensitivities. So as I got further out, baby, I'm grabbing them Core Powers. That's 42 grams of protein. That's 26 grams of protein. I put it in my coffee, and I even make protein ice cream with this. So if you have the opportunity to invest in a Ninja Creamy, game changer, especially for the liquid diet, or like if you just want like protein ice cream or anything like that, game changer. The Ninja Creamy with the Fairlife Core Powers or the Fairlife protein shakes, baby, you're gonna sound like you're eating. You're gonna taste like it's gonna feel like that you're eating Bluebell homemade ice cream or a Wendy's Frosty. Like, it is so good. You get you some sugar-free chocolates, candies, all that kind of stuff, and put it in there. You don't feel like you're missing out on anything. And that is what this journey is about. It's about sustainability. It's about you feeling that this is not a diet. It's a lifestyle. We are doing this to get rid of diet culture. And just making these small adjustments right? If you love coffee, right? Make your protein coffee. If you love ice cream, make your protein ice cream. That way you can substitute things. And again, it doesn't feel like you're missing out. Now, going into that, let's talk about some more substitutions. Snacks. After you're cleared for everything, you can start introducing more things inside of your journey, right? For me, I'm a chip girly. I love chips. Um, I did not really go to the protein bars because some of the protein bars just had too many sugar alcohols. Now, if you have sugar sensitivity after your weight loss surgery, uh high in sugar alcohol can cause you to dump. And we can talk about dumping on another video because it sucks. So I avoided getting those protein bars after I had an episode of dumping. The only protein bar that I really like this is my go-to one, is the Quest chocolate caramel pecan one down here. It's amazing. It's really good. Now, Quest, I do like their chips, but only certain ones and for specific reasons, right? I like the Quest spicy sweet chili, but my go-to, it is the Quest hot and spicy flavor. It reminds me of like the flaming hot Doritos, right? I used to eat those in school with like nacho cheese and like chili and jalapenos. So that is what I do. I substitute. My mindset throughout this journey is like, okay, I don't want to feel like I'm missing out on anything. I do not want to feel like that. What I want to do is take my favorite foods and put a spin on them. Now, right at top, it is pure protein. Now, these are actually vegan. These are actually vegan, sorry. These are actually vegan and they are just so good. So if you love pop chips, you're going to love these. You're going to love these pure protein. My favorite is the sweet chili and the barbecue. The sour cream onion are really good, but those I eat almost every day. So if you're a chip girly, it's okay, as you know, if you're farther on to eat regular chips and stuff. But if you know you are just determined to meet your protein goals, these are really helpful and really tasty if you're trying to meet your protein goals. Now, these are my go-to snacks. These have been my go-to snacks throughout the journey. Besides the protein snacks, regular snacks, these have been my go-to. Grapes. All right. So with anything dry, I will say anything dry, like let's say I'm having chips or something, I utilize grapes as a form of of water because they're made a lot of water. So grapes, watermelon, stuff like that, I will have, grapes, cheese, and jerky because as a bariatric patient, you cannot eat and drink at the same time. So what do you want? You want to make sure that you are not choking. That is my whole goal. Make sure you're not choking. So grapes, watermelon is always on my list. Uh, Jerky is just a great way to get protein and it's really quick and easy. String cheese, I lived off of string cheese, like lived off of cheese. Um, Yogurts. There are a lot of protein yogurts out there. Some of them to me have a bit of a chalky taste, but it's a Walmart one. It's Walmart like light Greek yogurt, peach flavor, and it's 80 calories. I believe it has 13 grams of protein. It is good, so good. Like I literally eat this every day. Like literally eat this every day. Um, my other than protein ice cream, especially during the liquid and the soft phases, this popsicle got me through. It got me through. When I wanted something sweet with low sugar, all that, it got me through. I'm telling you, just was so good, so fresh, authentic fruit flavors. It's not sugar free, but it's very low in sugar. And they will really help you on your journey. Like seriously. So these are my really top snacks. All right. Now, as far as breads, tortillas, pastas, right? After you get surgery, what happens? For me, My stomach got really, really sensitive to those things, especially pastas. Pastas would sit really, really heavy now. Breads would sit really, really heavy now. And I have always been a carb girly. I've always been a carb girly. So breads, pastas, tortillas, all those things, it's just, that's something I've always just loved to eat. However, with the surgery, that became a little bit more difficult. So what I found is that these items, sola bread, which is it's a small piece of bread. It's like literally like this small. It has limited sugars. I believe it's like one sugar. It's low in carbs. It is really tasty. It's soft. A lot of the keto breads I found, they are really, really thick and dense, right? Thick and dense, and that doesn't sit well when you have, weight loss surgery, especially gastric bypass or switch or even the sleeve. It sits heavy. And what I found after surgery, I don't like anything sitting heavy on me. I don't like it. So these were some options that I had. Even so, the solar bread and the Nature's Own ketos. Now that Nature's Own, it's a little bit more dense, but it has a good flavor. So really good. With the solar, you might be able to use two pieces of that bread. With the Nature's Own, I would advise using one because it's a bit dense. Now, in regards to tortillas, you've all have seen the net carbs, zero net carbs tortilla from Guerrero or Mission. These are really good. I always get the smaller ones. Again, I don't need a lot. We've had surgery, we don't need a lot, right? So these are my go-to for my breakfast burritos, for my little tacos, everything. I literally wear these out. And another thing I wear out every day is the hearts of palm. So these noodles, they are actually vegetables. They are vegetables shaped like noodles, and they are called hearts of palm. Now, what I found out eating those is it tricks my mind to believe I'm eating pasta, especially when you have a good sauce with it, you have a good meat sauce with it. It just is like, yes, I'm eating pasta. And I will say, a lot of people talk about hearts of palms, but it is all in how you cook it. As soon as you get it out the pack, you should rinse it, you should boil it, and you need to season and put some flavor in it. It's going to take on whatever flavor you get it. If you do not boil it, it may be crunchy. So you really want to boil that and just like really, but that, I'm not gonna lie, if you look on my TikTok, you already know. I eat palmini all the time. It is all over. And it's just been so helpful on this journey, especially when you can't really eat pasta like that. All right, y'all. Finally, I'm going to share with y'all my go-to meals. My go-to meals that I eat pretty much every day. Chicken. Chicken is one. It's packed in protein. It is low in carbs. It is just really, really good option. For me, I'm always looking for protein veggie, protein veggie, protein veggie on this journey. But the chicken is really, really good. And I'm always just grabbing it. Also like the lettuce burgers. The lettuce burgers now, Five Guys has a good lettuce bowl. Like you can literally just order a patty or just make it any type of lettuce wraps. I love that. It's really, really good. Now, I also love the cauliflower crust pizza. My favorite is the one from Lit Pizza with like the jalapenos and the bacon and all. I'm saying all of this now, and I'm like on a vegan journey right now. But this is like for literally 20 months, right? Other than like the time before I was clear, this is what I've been eating almost every day. It's been chicken. It's been a lettuce wrap. It has been the cauliflower crust pizza. It's been a cantina bowl, not all that other stuff. It's been a cantina bowl from Taco Bell, or it's been protein nachos, which are just amazing. It's just substituting again what you love with something that is, more sustainable for you after your journey. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell me, what was your go-to items after bariatric surgery? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.